Citation level, it defaults to advanced, and we're just going to leave it at advanced. Make sure your citation style is MLA. Click Submit. Now, Noodle Tools does a ton of stuff, but we only need to focus on the Sources tab. So ignore Dashboard, Note Cards, and Paper. Ignore those. The only thing we're focusing on is the Sources tab. Now, for this assignment, you're going to have databases you can search, but you may also go out to Google and need to find other sources. If that happens, over here on the left-hand side where it says New Source, you can add the citation information by clicking New Source, choosing Website, and then from here, it gives you a lot of information, and sometimes students are a little concerned when they see all their options. You will not need all of these options. It just gives you everything. So web page will be one that you can always default to, but let's say you're looking for a podcast right here. If you have a photo or illustration right here. When you click on one of those options, then the boxes appear for you to complete. Fill out the information, and then at the very bottom is where you will put your annotation, which is your paragraph. That goes right here. You'll hit save once you're done typing your information, and then you'll move back to sources to do your next citation. Now, what we have set up on our LibGuide for you are our databases, which we would prefer that you start with. And we've selected these. There are many other databases that you may prefer, but this one is specific to this assignment. There's history, historical information, there is literary criticism, and there are databases that have today's recent news articles and so on. But first, what we need to do is make sure you can get into these databases from home. On this left-hand side where it says Database Passwords, click on Database Passwords. And mine's going to oh, no, it doesn't. Okay, this is great. Usually, when you do that, a page appears with every single username and password for all our databases. You can come back and go to any one of these databases. I'm going to show you an example of a shortcut you can use with our databases to cite. It's amazing. So pretend with me that we found the best article ever for this assignment. I'm just going to grab any article here. All right, this article is great. We want to use it. On all our databases, they have a place where it says Cite. For this database, it has quotation marks up here. There might be one on the right-hand side, and a SERS researcher puts it on the right, or down at the bottom, you may see it as well. When you click on Cite, and that for all the databases, it usually pops up with a box. Most of them default to MLA format, but if not, make sure it's on MLA. And then under Export To, choose Noodle Tools. And what's amazing is it brings up a new window with the citation. All you have to do is make sure that you're on the correct project down below to import the references. If you're not logged into Noodle Tools, it will prompt you at this point to log in. At this point, you are going to have a successful confirmation statement appear above. To double check that, I'm going to go back to Noodle Tools. Click Sources. If I'm already on Sources, I can refresh. And then I will see the citation on here. So remember, all of our databases do this, have that shortcut. You don't have to type in all the information. It just imports it in there for you. But one thing I want to point out, when you get all your citations in here, you will need to add your annotations. So go over here to Options and Edit, Options, Edit. Scroll down to the bottom, and you will find Annotation. And this is where you'll type your paragraph. It's just a rich text box, so you'll type in your information, hit Save, and then we'll take you back to the main screen, and you'll do that for the next one. Now, once you've done that for every single citation, you're ready to export and turn it in. Go to Print, Export up here in the toolbar. You can choose Word. Most of the time, I choose Google Docs for an export to Google Docs. And then I always make sure I'm the right person. So you have to choose your correct Google Doc account. And then it will put the information in the correct format for you with the correct title, in alphabetical order, correct spacing, and everything. It is amazing. So there you go. And then from here, you can go to File, Download As, and save it as a PDF to turn in to your teacher in Canvas. Now back at the LibGuide, all the stuff that I went over, you can find on this Annotated Bibliography Information tab. So I showed you how to import with U.S. History and Context. There's a video here. Or other databases, I also have a video as well, along with where to find the annotation and noodle tools to edit, and how to export and save as a PDF. All of that information is on our LibGuide. At any time, you can reach out to us by choosing this Ask Us button. Type in your name, and then we will and ask your question, and we will be able to correspond with you and answer your questions. Again, if you have any trouble getting into Noodle Tools, getting into our databases, figuring out how to cite, we are here to help, Ms. Grimaldi and I. Thanks, guys.